Yo guys, what is up? My name is Grizzly. Welcome back to another League of Legends video. Today, wait, why the fuck is it lagging so much? Yo guys, what is up? My name is Grizzly. Welcome back to another League of Legends video. Today I'm gonna showcase a game where I played Camille versus Riven. I thought it would be a good follow-up video to my Camille guide. And this game was super good for me. I basically carried the game super hard. It was really funny. Their AD carry is a Swedish streamer that is pretty much always on top of the Swedish viewer list on Twitch. And I watched his stream a few times, and it was quite funny seeing his reaction because he didn't play bad this game at all. He actually played very well, but I won lane so hard and I just roamed to his lane and he was quite pissed. It was really funny to watch. But before we get into the lane and such, I'm basically gonna do some commentary. I'm also just gonna generally talk about League and have this as like background footage. But I'm gonna do like a quick ranked update, how it's been going for me. So I'm gonna pull out the Obro GGs here. So this is the account I played on here, which currently sits as D2 40 LP with a 57% win ratio. And my MMR on this account is really high. It's like really close to Diamond 1. Diamond 1 is like 2,315 or something, so it's like one win from Diamond 1 MMR. And this is the account I demoted to D4 on, where I made the video. This account is also doing quite well, as you can see. It actually has Diamond 1 MMR now, so that's good. And I've been playing this account with one of my friends. Oh, excuse me, that's actually... And I've also been playing on this account with one of my friends, and as you can see, we're sitting on a 70% win ratio in Diamond 3, so that's quite good. We can check the MMR, but I think it will... yeah, it's normal MMR for Diamond 3, but... So that's the rank update. It's been going quite well for me, actually, recently, so that's always good. But as for the lane, as you can see from the title, I'm playing against the Riven this game, and I'm playing Camille as I stated. And this lane is quite resident early on, but it gets like really action heavy later on. So it's a really fun matchup to play in my opinion, and I actually think that it's quite Camille favored, especially if you go press the attack. Now, as you can see, Riven has Conqueror, and Conqueror is very good on Riven, but you can play around it because it has a 4-second ramp up, and the damage is very continuous. It comes in a like equal pace throughout the entire combo basically. It basically like adds some damage throughout your entire combo, whilst as press the attack, as you guys probably know, after 3 basic attacks it kinda does this proc damage, which deals quite a bit of burst after the recent buffs actually, and then after that you deal increased damage. So if you take short trades, press the attack actually comes out on top of Conqueror, so that's really important to keep in mind, because I really like in top lane right now, generally, that there's so many keystone options. The only one that I still like really do not want in the game is Kleptomancy, because I just think the Gangplank is way too strong with that keystone. It's basically not fair at all. Like even Fiora, yesterday in LCS, in Team Liquid versus Cloud9, the Fiora took Grasp, and I've also been playing Grasp Fiora for a while now, because I figured that like Klepto just isn't good enough on her, and even like this new Conqueror rune is quite good on Fiora as well, so yeah, just Kleptomancy is just too good on Gangplank, and pretty much it's also quite good on Illaoi, but for Illaoi it's kind of special because she just doesn't really have any other good keystone. Like before you would take the movement speed increase rune, but Face Rush just is not good enough compared to, what was it called, Storm Raider's Surge, I think. So yeah, like... it's a special case, because for Gangplank there are a lot of good runes for him actually. Like you can take Arcane Comet for increased ult damage, and also if you land a lot of barrels, that one actually is super good. You can take Airy for the early game like poke, and also like watch this gank by the way. I thought the Shaco was inting here, as you can see it's like super low, but then Riven flashes into the box and she can't decide who to go on. So Shaco actually lives with a sliver of HP. I laughed my ass off when that happened, it was so funny. And the AD carry streamer, Ezreal, actually went over the game afterwards to see like what happened top that made me so fed, and he watched that play and he was like, this is the biggest tilter ever, and I have to agree, if I was Riven I would be so pissed. But anyways, yeah, for Gangplank, like, Airy is super good for early game poke, Grasp is good in hard matchups, and you can like stack it against tanks and get a lot of free HP, but then again, like, Klepto just gives you so much free gold, so why would you even bother? I just think the Klepto is flawed design, because it's so good on some champions, like Gangplank and kinda lowy, but it's just shit on others, so it really doesn't make sense. So here I TP for the play bot, but as you can see, they actually managed to trade 2 for 2 even when we went 4 bots, so I was really worried at this at this point in the game. I was like, holy, even when we come 4 people, they managed to kill trade, and Ezreal Sona shouldn't even win this lane so hard early on, and they're actually ahead with 10 CS as well, so I was really worried, and I saw that Jhin bought like a cool and Ezreal like had a pickaxe, and I was like, holy, I really need to make something happen this game. And mid lane is their mid laner is winning quite hard as well, so this game is definitely up to carry for me, or it's gonna be really hard. Yeah, but I really like the state of top lane right now overall. Like, the only champions that I really have a problem with is pretty much Gangplank, but the thing with Gangplank is that I actually, don't get me wrong, like, I love playing against Gangplank in ranked, because I feel like if I have a decent jungler or I'm playing a champion that can punish him, like either of those two, and I would pretty much just shit on him every game. But the thing is, I've noticed like recently there are so much auto-filled top laners right now, and I don't know if it's like the Hashinshin kind of shit that has sparked it, but like people are just not queuing top at all, and Gangplank is by far the best top laner to play into auto-filled players, because they won't try to punish you in lane, and obviously if you just farm with Gangplank throughout like the first levels and you don't die, and there's no punishment coming from the enemy team, you have a really high chance to win the game, like over like a 55% chance to win the game if you don't die early, I would say. And then if you're good at Gangplank, that's like an extra 5%, and then if you can like win lane as Gangplank, you know, which you can do against some autofill people. Like I won lane with Gangplank like 2 days ago against a high elo player, and then you have like a 75% chance to win the game, you know, because the champion just does so much later on. Like even if you just manage to hit like 1 or 2 barrels later on and you do a good ultimate and you kill someone, like it's just so much damage. So but yeah, the champion is definitely really like balanced for competitive, and if both our top lane mains and both junglers are good, like the champion is not overpowered like at all. I wouldn't say that the champion is unfair in that sense, but you just farm too much gold by just sitting there and playing even against an autofill top laner. And in my opinion, like the way the game should work to make it more fun and feel like you can like have more impact and such, is that if the enemy top laner is autofilled, you should be able to like kill him and then roam to other lanes and stuff. You shouldn't just like sit there and AFK farm and auto win the game. That's like, it requires pretty much no effort, you know? So it's quite boring gameplay in my opinion, but that was just a quick little rant about that. I don't know, I feel like, yeah, the state of top lane is super good. Like, the thing with Conqueror is that the rune, it might be like a little overtuned right now. It might need some like patching or stuff, but in general, like, the philosophy behind it is super good for the longevity and the sustainability for top lane, because we will like never see a pure tank meta top again if Conqueror is not like heavily nerfed, because it's too good against tanks in sustained damage fights. So if you're playing something that has like a lot of chasing power and that can like continuously chase a tank, like there's no way they can survive even if tank items are super broken, because converting 20% of your damage into true damage and also giving you that like 16 AD level 4, which scales up to 35, it's just too good. The rune is super strong, and you might be wondering why I'm not taking it on Camille this game, and I would be taking it on Camille if I was playing against a tank, but against Riven she doesn't really build that much resistances, so it's not that good. And also, I'm not really sure about this. If any of you guys know, you can correct me in the comments, but I'm not sure that lifesteal works on the true damage that Conqueror gives you, and I'm pretty sure I want to build Ravenous into this matchup especially, so yeah, not really sure about that one. I'll have to like check it out in a custom or browse the interwebs, you know, to find out. But there I did a really bad E, by the way. But I've been playing the lane quite well, as you can see. I haven't really commented that much on the gameplay. I just wanted to kind of have it as background, because I'm quite tired of doing like the where I go over every single thing that happens in the game. I'm just gonna like commentate if something really interesting happens, and whilst I'm watching this, I'm just gonna cover my general thoughts about the game and top lane right now, because that's like what I'm actually most interested in talking about at the moment. So But yeah, definitely like, I think that top lane is the lowest impact role right now, because supports are just so good and junglers just keeps getting buffed. I'm not really sure why Shaco got such a big buff. Like, I'm gonna hover him right now, and let's look his Q here. So his next attack deals, so now it's only 50 extra damage, right? But this is gonna like scale up so much when he gets more AD. When I played Shaco, and I saw another Shaco as well, when I had like 2 AD items, the Q actually did 200 more damage than before. And I know that they nerfed Duskblade with like quite a bit of damage, but like overall Shaco just deals so much more damage than before, and I don't know if like Kha'Zix is even worse at all after, like, because they buffed him and nerfed the Duskblade, but so I don't know. Riven was not DC during that entire fight, she just kind of DC'd at the end there. I'm actually gonna check that again because this was quite weird. It doesn't really matter that much because she's quite fucked, because she's using abilities here, right? And if the champion would disconnect, she will not be walking this direction, it would be walking directly towards the base, so she's not disconnected here. Yeah, now she disconnected like right at the end there, okay, I see. So it wasn't like a DC kill, because that would be quite mean to DC kill her there when I'm already this ahead, but I think Shaco would have killed her anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I usually actually try to wait for people that DC, because I know how frustrating it is, and especially if I'm like already winning my lane and I feel like for me it doesn't matter if I get that kill or not, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna carry this game anyways at this point. But if my team is like inting and the lane is even, I might take the kill, you know. It really actually depends on the situation, so I'm not gonna act like I'm like fucking the perfect human or something. Like, of course sometimes you need to kill the DCers, you know. I think I'm actually gonna chase Evelyn here, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I actually get her here. It was kind of a guess, but it was quite obvious she was gonna walk in that direction. That's a quick tip, by the way. Some Camille players always wait for the extra Q damage, but if like the normal Q damage will finish it off, you can just use that for the faster combo. That's something I don't see a lot of people doing, and it's really useful. But then again, I also see a lot of people messing up the timings and doing the like not empowered Q when they want to do the empowered Q. So it actually really depends on the situation. So the game is going for my team not that good, for me extremely well. I've taken the tower, I'm 10 CS behind perfect CS, 3-0 and 3. I have 80% kill participation almost, so I'm doing well this game. Our bot lane is behind 25 CS, Ezreal is really fed. Sona is building a tier and getting away with it and actually still winning lane. And Katarina is 3-0. So if I was not like giga-fed this game, if I had like 2 kills and haven't taken the tower, it would be quite difficult right now, I would say. But our Shaco is actually doing really well as well, so it's not that big of an issue, because... But if Shaco like was bad... Do you say Shaco or Shaco? I'm actually not sure. I think people say different things with that name. Anyways, not that important. But yeah, if Shaco was playing not that good this game, it would be quite hard right now, but as you guys will see soon, I'm gonna like, because now I pretty much only played towards top side. I roamed into our top jungle when they invaded, which is still like around top side, like that's still my territory at the moment, so I'm kinda obligated to make those plays, and basically I've just like extended my leads towards this side of the map, but I'm gonna try to like affect the rest of the map now. So there I pick up a really free kill on Katarina. She was extremely low, but keep in mind that even if she was full HP there, I can kill her all the time there, because I'm super strong right now and I have so many ways to like interrupt her ultimate and stuff. So, and I have my passive shield and I had Trinity for Spike. Like, it doesn't matter if she's low there or not, I would still kill her and take the tower here. That would always be the play. Even if she was in the middle of the lane sitting at tier 2, I would still always go for it, because I'm pretty sure we knew Evelyn was bot side because she was ganking my bot lane. Yeah, we knew that. So now I'm gonna hover here because the Infernal Drake is up, and I'm gonna see if they're gonna go for it. So I'm just hovering around here, because the thing with Riven, unlike like Camille, is that she pushes towers super slowly. So I'm just gonna go into Evelyn. Sona ults me over the wall. I'm not sure if she still has ult after that gank, but I pretty much one-shot Evelyn, and here I'm just gonna hover because the blast plant is up, so I don't want them to escape. So I'm just chilling around here, waiting for my team to arrive, and now Ezreal is in a really bad position, and Fizz hovered and waited for Sona, so he killed Sona. Very well played by my Fizz to have that patience there. So everyone didn't go for Ezreal, because then we would not only end up getting one kill there. So overall super good. And here we grab the Infernal Drake. and now I'm 5-0-4. I'm sitting at still almost perfect CS because I took some farm mid, you know, and got the Infernal, pushed the top tower, pushed the mid tower. Fizz tip is top here to cover, which is, at first I was like, I really wanted that farm, but when I think about it, like, I'm so much stronger than Fizz right now, so it's probably better if I hover around like mid and can make easy roams to bot without having to use my teleport. Because me like killing Riven a few more times won't really affect the game that much. She's still gonna be useless, and what really matters is that I like kind of alleviate some pressure from our bot lane, because they are pretty much just way worse than the enemy bot lane. So I really want to like make sure that they don't feed, and I think that I'm strong enough to like completely like force fights, and I can pretty much just dive them. So here I see a gank going down here, so I'm gonna go for Evelyn first because she's like super extended. So I go for Evelyn here, and then I go for Ezreal because he's trying to go for Jhin, and he actually ends up almost getting it. So I kill Ezreal as well there, and now Sona is really screwed. Even if she had ult here, she is super dead. And now Riven actually TPs. I'm not sure why she completes this TP. I'm just gonna lock her down in my ultimate, and there's like nothing she can do. I guess she's pretty tilted right now, but that was a super bad play nevertheless. And here Katarina comes, and I just kill her super easily as well. I didn't even have to do the empowered Q there because I did so much damage. So as you can see, I've completely taken over the game now. I've taken all outer turrets, I secured Infernal Drake, I've been a part of 14 out of 18 kills. This was a super good game for me. It's just super fun to play Camille when you're this ahead, and there's no champion in the game I feel more comfortable carrying on than Camille when I'm this fed, because the champion is just extremely good when you're ahead, because you can cover like such far distances so easily. And you have a lot of burst damage, sustained damage, you're pretty tanky with your passive. Overall just a super good champion, and especially if you go for the Ravenous Hydra, you can also like pressure side lanes for an extended period of time, because you have the lifesteal and sustain to just kinda sit in that lane. So now I'm just gonna fast forward a bit because this game is pretty much done at this point, I would say. But yeah, this game was super funny for me because I know the Ezreal, like I watched his stream, and it was super funny that I actually popped off so hard this game. But definitely this game, guys, my Shaco played well, I had a good jungler. Riven did not play so well, I played pretty well. So it's all of those three factors that can make a game like this kind of stompy, you know. It's rarely just that you're so much better than someone that's playing well that you stomp this hard. Like, I could have gotten a lead, but not like to this extent probably. But yeah, you can see this as kind of like a follow-up footage if you wanted to see like more combos and gameplay from Camille than from my last guide, even though I had some gameplay in the background. I know I got asked in the comments to do like a kind of combo guide stuff, and I think that can be useful, but you can also like watch higher elo Camille players do it. And what I find a lack of on YouTube especially is people like explaining the thought process, but like just seeing something mechanically done and trying to mimic it, I think there's quite a lot of, honestly. But I can go more into depth into that as well. But this was like a 20-minute video almost of like Camille footage on a Diamond 1 MMR level. So I hope you guys like took something from the gameplay, and I hope you found the commentary enjoyable. But other than that, thanks a lot for watching this video, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.